beautifully upgraded, 5 bedrooms, and one of Spark's most convenient locations. This quick move-in Toll Brothers home could be the perfect fit. In this video, I'm going to be taking you through the beautiful Merino Elite floor plan at the Cordoba at Stonebrook community by Toll Brothers. This is a super convenient location at 3,210 square feet. This home is priced right around $840,000 and is just about move-in ready. If you're new to the channel, my name is David Tully and I'm your go-to resource for Reno, Sparks, and Northern Nevada real estate. If you're thinking about buying, selling, investing, or possibly relocating to Sparks, Nevada, I'd love to help. All my information is down below. So you're probably wondering where the Tavira at Stonebrook community is located, and it's located right off of Pyramid Highway in the Spanish Springs area near Andelin Farms. You're only about 3 to 7 minutes away from Winco Grocery Store, Save Mart, and even Raley's. And if you want to get to places like Costco, Walmart, Best Buy, Sprouts, or even Trader Joe's, you're only about 10 to 12 minutes away. So overall, it's a fairly convenient location, and I actually live in the same Stonebrook community, and I really enjoy it. All right, I'm gonna be taking you through this beautiful Merino Elite 2-story floor plan. This home is 3,210 square feet. This home has 5 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, and a 3-car garage. This is an almost ready home, priced at about $840,000, and it definitely has some nice upgrades. So right over here to the right before we walk into the home, this is going to be the single car garage, which is one of your 3-car garages. The only downside is there is no entrance to the house. So you would have to go in this garage in order to have easy access right into the kitchen, you know, for your groceries, Costco shopping, etc. Right over here, you got your nice entryway. This beautiful ladder comes with the home. I'm just kidding, there. Still touching up some things, but it's just about ready. So got these beautiful ceilings, nice wide entryway. And then this is gonna be an upgraded LVP flooring. This is also gonna be an upgraded 5 1/4 inch baseboards. And then this is gonna be their standard eggshell or knockdown texture. And then this right here is an upgraded feature. Got nice LVP flooring up the stairs. And then right over here, it's gonna be your coat closet. This bag and other items also come with the home. I'm just kidding, guys. They're touching up the home. Give me a break. All right, so typically in this home, this would be carpet. So this LVP in this great room is an upgrade. And then as you can imagine, this fireplace and mantle is also an upgrade. They added an outlet up top with a Smurf tube, so you can hide your cables, which is really nice, and then feed them into the side over here. And then you got several windows here. So you do have to budget for window coverings, a washer, dryer, and fridge when buying a brand new home. And over here, you got a beautifully upgraded kitchen. And then right over here, as you can see, you got upgraded quartz countertops. The standard countertop in this community or by this builder is gonna be granite. So this is a nicely upgraded quartz. And then you have an upgraded backsplash. There's a lot of money upgraded in this kitchen specifically. Nicely upgraded cabinets, full overlay. They added cabinet handles, which is a really nice choice. I personally wouldn't be bold enough to pick gold, but I think it looks pretty awesome. And then the hood right here is perfectly finished. I'm kidding, they're probably just waiting to finish that up. That'll look a lot cleaner once they're done. You know, they're just getting all the finishing touches in here, making sure the home is ready for you, if this is the one you want to buy. All the blue tape is usually for paint, and then green's usually for drywall. And you got some more windows here. And then I'll take you through the rest of the kitchen after, but we'll show you the backyard. All right, so the covered patios are included, which are really nice. It comes with these pavers. So this home does have a smaller backyard, but you know, not everyone's looking to have a very big backyard. Personally, with a yard this size, I would probably just extend out the patio, but that's up to you. Looks like they already put in a retaining wall. You know, you could still put a small shed or maybe some grass here for the side if you had some kids or a dog, but I personally would just paver all of this and add a patio and then maybe do something over here and then put some, you know, trees or bushes back here. So this is gonna be one of your biggest expenses in any new home, the backyard landscaping. So other than the actual cost or down payment, needed to buy the home, your backyard landscaping is likely going to be your biggest expense, unless you get ridiculously expensive plantation shutters, which can also be pretty expensive. So right here, we're back in the kitchen, that nicely upgraded quartz countertops. You are missing the gas stove, but that'll be a Genair stove, which is really nice. There will also be a dishwasher there eventually, also a Genair, which is a really nice standard option. I wish I had that in my Toll Brothers home. And then as you can see the microwave and oven here. Really nice Genair appliances. Got some added cabinets and counter space here, which is really nice. And then I would imagine, since this is a quick move-in home, well, maybe not. Maybe they just didn't install it yet. Yeah, there you go. There's soft close cabinets. Maybe some of them just need to be adjusted. And over here, got a nice sized pantry as well. Then you don't typically get to see the garage in brand new homes, but this is not a model. So you typically don't get to see the garages in model homes, but this isn't a model home. So let's take a peek. So obviously the painters are working in here, so it's a little dirty. But the nice thing about Toll Brothers is they paint the garage, they add the baseboards, and they're only one of 2 or 3 builders in town that actually do that. So got a nice 2-car garage here. You got your Rainbird irrigation and sprinkler control. Got an electrical sub panel, and then your other panel is going to be right on the other side of that. You got a man door, and you got a tankless water heater, and easy connection here for a water softener or filtration system. And the other thing to think about too is they also added things like these pendant light pre-wires. That's an upgrade. They most likely added those lights over here in the dining area as an upgrade. A lot of electrical and lights in Toll Brothers are typically an upgrade. All right, let's go take a look at some of the secondary bedrooms here. Once again, you got that extended LVP flooring, same 5 1/4 inch baseboards. Then right over here is going to be your laundry area. So it is going to be set up for a gas dryer. They did not put in the 220 outlet for electrical. You're going to have to, if you want 220 or a electric dryer, you'd have to build this home and pick the option, or you can call an electrician after the fact. And then this right here is an upgrade. The laundry room, sink, and cabinets, I think cost me between $4 and $5 grand in my Toll Brothers home. And then that gold faucet's definitely an upgrade. It looks pretty nice. Just down the hall to the right, it's going to be your first full secondary bathroom. Looks like you got your standard Pietrofina countertops here. Same upgraded cabinets. Don't worry, LVP flooring is waterproof. I still wouldn't let stuff sit on it for too long. I would clean it up, but it's generally waterproof. And then get your tub shower combo. And then you got a nice subway tile, which standard would be right around where the shower curtain rod is, but it looks like they extended it to the ceiling, which makes it look quite a bit nicer in my opinion. Right across the way, it's gonna be your first secondary bedroom. So the bedrooms are gonna have carpet, which I actually prefer, and that's kind of the exact setup I have in my house. I have LVP everywhere, and then I have upgraded carpet and pad in the bedrooms, which I think is a nice touch. And then this is probably a 10 by 10 room. It's not too big. Got some additional windows here, and then a slight side yard over here as well. And then, so like I said, the actual room itself isn't too big, but you still got 3 or 4 feet all the way down, maybe 4 or 5 feet down to the actual door with the closet space there. So you got a little bit of extra room, but the actual room itself where you're actually gonna be living in is probably a 10 by 10 in my opinion. Just down the hall over here, we're gonna have another secondary bedroom. I feel like this one's slightly bigger, maybe a 10 by 12 and then this also just has a ceiling light pre-wire, ceiling fan pre-wire. And then you have a half hot over here, which is just an outlet where you can plug, I believe it's the top outlet. And then you can control that outlet with one of these switches. Give you another view of the room. What's also nice about this is you got some nice room here for a kid's desk or maybe even a small dresser with a little bit of room there. And you got a pretty standard closet set up here. And just down the hall, got a linen closet. And then right here, this is the nice room because this is an ensuite. So you got another room, probably a 10 by 11 or so, not too big, but you have that nice upgraded carpet, same ceiling light or ceiling fan pre-wire, and then a half hot over here. Then you're gonna have a slight walk-in closet. I'll give you another view of the room. Like I said, not too big, but it's nice because it's an ensuite and you have your own private bathroom. Over here, it's gonna be an actual shower stall, which I really like. Got nicely upgraded tile right here in this bathroom versus LVP in some of the others. That same Pietrofina countertop, and then that same subway tile in the other tub shower combo. Then they put in this really nice frameless glass door. And they also took this subway tile to the ceiling, which looks really nice, especially for a guest bathroom. I personally didn't upgrade too much in my guest bathrooms, but it is a nice touch without going overboard by just extending the subway tile. And down the hall, over here, you're gonna have a thermostat. I believe this thermostat is actually just for the master. I think there's 3 zones in this house. Once again, you have that upgraded carpet and pad. And then in this house, they didn't get the upgraded tub, but you know, not everyone loves the tub. I personally don't. And then in the master, I think it was a really nice touch. They upgraded the countertops to quartz here, which I think is a great idea. I really wish I did that in my home, but you know, I can do that down the road. Got some nicely upgraded tile for the floor in the bathroom. And you got this beautifully upgraded walk-in shower. Got this nice white textured tile, which looks really cool. And you got some gold finishes there. Austin Powers and Gold Member would love you. And then you have a beautiful, oh yeah, that's kind of interesting. But then you got your nice toilet area here. And let's see, did they add the outlet? Oh, bummer, they didn't add an outlet for a bidet, but I'll forgive them. And then you got the other vanity here with the quartz countertops. And then here is the walk-in closet. You got some nice shelving here and plenty of space in this walk-in closet. I like how they put that second rod up top. Really utilizes a lot of space. And maybe you don't need a California closet or, you know, an upgraded closet. All right, we are not done yet. That is the master, and it is on the main floor, which I absolutely love. But there is a beautiful loft upstairs. This is upgraded LVP again on the stairs. And then this is where the magic happens. This is the nicest loft. Such a big loft. So I mean, you could turn this into a kids' play area, possibly a gaming area or media room, or maybe even a work area or workout area. This is easily one of the nicest lofts I've seen, in my opinion. Tons of space here. Then you can look down to the beautiful great room, but we're not done yet. Not only does this house have an awesome loft, you have another massive bedroom up here, which this is actually the biggest secondary bedroom of all the bedrooms. This is probably something like a 12 by 16 or something. This is a really good sized room. Also has a half hot because there's no ceiling fan or light. You can see it's a really good sized room. And you have another standard closet setup, and you still have a full bathroom right next to it. Got that same subway tile that goes to the ceiling. It's a tub shower combo. And then you got the same Piedrafina countertops, upgraded cabinets, and LVP flooring. Hey everyone, I hope you enjoyed this walkthrough of this Merino Elite floor plan at Cordoba at Stonebrook. Once again, this home is 3,210 square feet and has 5 bedrooms and 4 bathrooms, priced right around $840,000. Several of these quick move-in homes in this community have a $40,000 incentive, meaning whatever the purchase price currently is, you can use that $40,000 incentive to take it right off the price of the home, use it for closing costs, or to even buy your rate down. The HOA here is $60 a month, and all you really get for that is common area maintenance. There is no fitness center or clubhouse for that HOA fee. And if you're thinking about buying, selling, investing, or possibly relocating to Sparks, Nevada, I'd love to help. All my information is down below. If you have any questions or comments about this specific home or this community, please leave them down in the comments below and I'd be happy to help. And if you want to learn more about Reno, Sparks, or new construction homes in the area, check out some of my other videos.